Okay, so you love supercars and you love cheap ones that look like they cost a fortune. The best budget supercars that you can actually afford are these 5. Great to see you guys again. And let's start it off with this giveaway car, an R35 GTR. This one comes with $10,000 in bonus cash. Yeah, baby. Yes, we are kicking it off in Japan with a monster known as Godzilla, the Nissan GT-R. In fact, I'm literally giving away mine. Yes, I built this with over $30,000 in mod. It's Bayside Blue. It has over 700 horsepower to the wheels thanks to E85 and full bolt-ons and bigger turbos. And it just looks literally like the most ideal GTR I've ever seen. Plus there's $10,000 bonus cash and it ends this week. Yes, Sunday. So click down in the pinned first comment and get entered. Buy a shirt, buy a hat, get a quick entry pack. And just like that, you are entered. And guess what? This is probably the best odds of any giveaway in the world because not a lot of people have entered and there's only a couple of days left. So support the cause, click the link, and guess what? The GTR is on this list for very good reason. Why? Because it's a legend. When the original GTR, you know, the R32 Skyline hit the track, it dominated so completely that Australian racing authorities effectively banned it for embarrassing the competition. That's how it earned the name Godzilla, and it was an unstoppable force stomping the racing world. Now, the modern R35, well, it carries on that legacy. A hand-built 3.8-liter twin-turbo V6 pumping out 480 horses to all 4 wheels. Bump it up a little bit, and you get 700 plus, like this one that you can win. Now, launch it, and it was built with a control system that 0 to 60 comes in around 3 seconds stock, pinning your head and your dignity to your seat like a roller coaster. Yeah, guys, it literally is that quick, and I absolutely love it. It's my dream car. Did you actually know it was that fast?
Yes.
Okay, well, excuse me. Yes, this thing was clocking supercar killer lap times in the late 2000s. And the hotter Nismo version, 600 horses out of the box, could outrun far pricier exotics like McLaren 600 LTs and Porsche GT3 RSs around the Nürburgring. But the GTR isn't all about raw speed. It's also Japanese. Yes, you know, so you can actually drive it reliably with all that horses. You can drive the hell out of it without needing a pit crew for maintenance. It is a supercar that you can drive daily and not worry in the morning if it's actually gonna start, because it definitely is. And because they've been for sale for 17 plus years, yeah, they've been around forever, Nissan, you need to update with an R36. There are plenty on the used market. Early R35s have become shockingly affordable. If you look hard enough on Auto Tempest, which I've also linked to in the first comment down below, well, you can find R35s in the 40K range. And if you want one for a lot cheaper, well, just go get an entry, click the pin first comment, and win this one. Drawing's coming very soon. Now, some purists argue the GTR is just too techy to be a real supercar, but with performance like this, I mean, drop dead gorgeous looks like this, it has to be. Drop a comment down below. Let's settle the argument. Is it or isn't a supercar, or is it just a supercar slayer? Either way, you will look incredible behind the wheel of this one if you win it. Can't wait to meet you. From the land of the rising sun, we jump to Italy, home of the Raging Bull. Meet the Lamborghini Gallardo, the so-called baby Lambo that proved you don't need a 7-figure bank account to look like a bazillionaire. And the name Gallardo? Yes, Gallardo comes from the breed of fighting bull that will kick your ass and take names later. And the car is every bit as vicious as that sounds. Under the hatch sits a 5-liter V10 pumping out 500 horses, good for 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds flat and a quarter mile of 12.4 at 118 mile per. Back in the mid-2000s, that was Ferrari slaying territory, and it even gave the bigger Murcielago a scare on tight tracks. The Italian takes performance seriously, and the Gallardo, well, it absolutely delivers. Looks pure chef kiss. Low, wide, wedge-shaped, with sharp edges that scream Lamborghini, but a refinement that made it timeless. It was the best-selling Lamborghini ever up until the Urus, but is that even a real Lambo? Let me know in the comments down below. And on top of that, this was also built during the Lamborghini Audi era, meaning it shares DNA with the Audi R8. Think that's on this list? I don't know. Same chassis route, same V10 lineage. The Gallardo is the louder Italian twin. And as I mentioned earlier, it is the Lambo that saved the brand. Because so many exist today, prices today are actually shockingly approachable. I mean, dig deep and you can find early Gallardos in the high 50K range. One even sold in 2025 for just $59,500. I mean, that is civic money for a Lambo. Sure, unkept, it's gonna be cheap, well, and then expensive when you buy it. Clutches and e-gear service will eat your wallet alive, but many early cars came with the proper gated manual. So shift through the manual while the V10 shrieks to redline and you'll forget the repair bill instantly. The howl alone is worth the price of admission. Bottom line, the Gallardo gives you the full-blown Lamborghini prestige without the cursing price tag. Roll up in one and everyone just sees Lambo. Now, your bank account, well, I don't know if it sees Lambo too. It probably will see triple zeros, but it's the flex of the century. Get one now. Oh, look what's next. It's the car from Germany. It's like the Lamborghini, but it doesn't have the Italian skin. It's just German DNA. You know what I'm talking about. I've owned one. It's called the Audi R8. If it looks familiar, that's because Tony Stark drove one in Iron Man. It's the Iron Man car. It has become the supercar of choice for a superhero showing up in a six-figure Marvel film. But this isn't just a Hollywood prop. This R8 is a legit everyday supercar that you can actually live with. Built on the Lamborghini Gallardo's platform, the R8 got an aluminum chassis. Aluminum? Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. And eventually, even Lamborghini's V10, visually, it carved its own path. It's sleek, it's modern, that iconic side blade behind the doors, except if you get the convertible, so just don't do that. And it instantly steals the show wherever you go, I promise. Performance-wise, well, hear me out on this because I had the 4.2 liter making 420 horses, and I actually prefer that motor in the car over the V10. Now, yes, the V10 did come later on, and that had the 5.2 liter V10 with the 525 plus horsepower, and that thing ripped it to 0 to 60 in under 3.7 seconds and through the quarter mile in the low 11s. In fact, a 2009 R8 can hang with the 2018 AMG GT-R. And with that legendary quattro all-wheel drive, it's planted but still very, very playful. Want to slide it sideways? Just dip into the throttle, and the real gem is the gated 6-speed manual. Each shift, clickety-clack through the metal gate with a mechanical perfection that just makes you smile. Pair that with the sound, the V8 rip into 8,000 RPM, or the V10 shrieking like an angry superbike, and it is pure goose pimples. And here is the tire kicker, you guys. Used R8s are shockingly affordable. Yes, a 2008 V8 just sold for $47,500, under $50K for Iron Man's ride. That is an ideal deal. Maintenance, it ain't cheap, but compared to Italian exotics, it's an absolute bargain. So if you want a car that screams, I made it without billionaire bucks, well, the R8, it's calling your name right now. And yes, we found that deal on Auto Tempest. Check the pinned comment for more cheap R8s. Okay, you didn't think in a million years on this video we would skip Ferrari. Well, unless they're gonna sue you. So don't do anything crazy to your Ferrari 360, because the early 2000s mid-engine beauty, that brought Maranello into the modern era without requiring billionaire money. After the Sharp Edge 355, which is still one of my absolute heartthrobs, the 360 was a total reboot. Smoother curves, fixed headlights, and Ferrari's first all-aluminum chassis. God, I can't say it. Sleek, elegant, unmistakably Italian. It still looks like $1 million parked next to today's exotics. Beneath the glass engine cover is a 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V8 with a flat plane crank and a titanium rod screaming out 400 horsepower at 8,500 RPM. Torque is around 275 foot-pounds a twist, enough to make the lightweight chassis absolutely sing and dance. Buyers could choose between a classic 6-speed gated manual or an F1 paddle shift gearbox. Performance numbers still impress today. 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds flat. Top speed of north of 180 mile per. Well, the soundtrack, absolutely intoxicating. A high-revving wail that makes you forget about anything built in the turbocharged era. And on the road, the 360 is pure analog bliss. Sharp steering, playful handling, and a naturally aspirated motor that begs you to keep your foot down. It feels alive in a way that few modern cars can match, but it's still a Ferrari, which means upkeep, it ain't no joke. Regular belt services, wiring gremlins, and cooling quirks are par for the course. Still, compared to older models, the 360 is kind of the first modern, manageable Ferrari, and because Ferrari built plenty of these, prices are more attainable than you think. This year, clean 360s have been trading in the 60s. Yes, to over 100K with a manual or a Spider. In fact, Ferraris are really the only company that can sell cars in Spider form for more money than their coupe equivalents. Yeah, that's still exotic cash, but For a Ferrari badge, race bred soundtrack, and timeless looks, yeah, get over those headlights. They look good, don't they? Didn't the 996 headlights also grow on you a little bit? Exactly. Bottom line, the 360 delivers true Ferrari aura at the fraction of a cost. Raw, visceral, and guaranteed to make you feel rich. Finally, we gotta head back to Germany because they know what they're doing. And this pick, the 997 generation, 911 turbo, the 07 to 09 models, some people kind of shrug it off as the dentist's Porsche, but do not be fooled, you guys. This is a straight up supercar killer. Under the rear deck lid sits that 3.6 liter twin turbo flat six, the legendary Mezger motor derived from Porsche Lambo GT1 race car. Yes, stock, it makes around 480 horses and 460 foot-pounds of twist, launching to 60 in as little as 3.4 seconds with launch control. That's as quick as a Ferrari Enzo, and it rips the quarter in 11.4 at 120 mile per hour clip. For perspective, you guys, an F40 needs 12.1. Yeah, it's faster than an F40, and the Porsche, it just simply outguns it. And that's before tuning. The Mezger, it's bulletproof, easily handling 700 plus horsepower on stock internals. Some builds push 1,200 to 1,500 horses, blasting over 230 mile per hour in standing mile events. Yet day to day, it's still a 911. Comfy, reliable, and even practical with back seats. It's a have your cake and eat it too kind of car. And the best part, prices. Yes, this year into the 30K range, with solid cars often in the 50s or so. I mean, that's an insane value for a car that blends everyday usability with Bugatti-baiting speed. With its wide haunches, side intakes, and whale tail, it looks exotic but flies under the radar. It's the best car on the road. I mean, the 997 Turbo is the ultimate stealth wealth missile. Subtle enough to go to the dentist, savage enough to embarrass six-figure supercars. Yeah, baby. So there you have it. 5 supercars that'll make you look like a millionaire without blowing up your bank account, from the high-tech pack GTR that you can win, like this one, plus $10,000 in bonus cash. Click the link in the pinned first comment down below, all the way to a Ferrari 360 and the raging Gallardo, as well as, you know, R8, 911. You get the point. All these cars are incredible, so go down, click the link in the pinned first comment, get entered. Also check them out on Auto Tempest. And if you enjoyed this video, share it, like it, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and check out some of these Ideal vids over here. I'm Brad Danger. This is Ideal. We'll catch you next weekend. Promise me one thing after you get entered into the giveaway. Keep living the Ideal lifestyle.